Spoiler alert to anyone who has not seen him. Okay, I'm gonna just start the show off by saying that. Spoiler alert for anyone who has not seen him, because I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna go through it, talk about the good, bad, and the ugly, just in general. And really, the ugly is strictly just the reviews that has been going on online regarding this movie. Okay, I feel as though this movie is far better than what Rotten Tomatoes has put out. Of course, I think it had like a 29% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. So obviously, a lot of people hadn't necessarily got the good views on it or felt like it was a good movie, if you will. But in all honesty, I feel as though it is one of the best movies that have come out this year. Directed by Justin Tippin, of course, created by none other than Jordan Peele, a Monkey Paw production, Marlon Wayans, Tariq Withers. Man, listen, this movie, in all honesty, here's what it reminds me of. I might be dating myself if I say this, but it strongly reminds me of the movie, not Devils Wears Prada, but it had Keanu Reeves. It had, what is the name of that movie? I'm drawing a blank right now. The Devil's Advocate. Yes, Devil's Advocate. If you guys remember that movie, Keanu Reeves in that one, it was like a young lawyer who was enticed by the devil. The devil basically gave him all that he wanted, gave him all the high quality cases and stuff like that. And it just gives me somewhat of that vibe. Very suspenseful, less horrific, but more suspenseful, less gory. It's not as gory as it was portrayed to be. A lot of this and that, a lot of misconceptions in regards to how it was rolled out as far as the promotion for the movie. At one point, it was supposed to come out earlier this year, but then was rolled back to this past month or earlier this month, or actually this past weekend. I want to say earlier this weekend or whatnot. No, September 19th is when it actually came out. So yeah, it was actually last Friday when it first came out. So again, this movie, in my honest opinion, Marlon Wayans is really good in this movie. I mean, this guy has really shown himself to be, in my honest opinion, a method actor.
Family football.
And that, of course, that's, this right here is a specific scene where Tariq Withers is in a hyperbaric chamber. He's already started his training process with Marlon Wayans. I'll let you guys know. Well, I won't, but I'll let you guys go see why he ended up with Marlon Wayans in the first place. Of course, Marlon Wayans showing himself, Marlon Wayans being a 8-time professional football champion. He's classified as the GOAT, looked at as the GOAT in that movie or in that world or whatnot. And then for Tariq Withers to be an up-and-coming Cameron Cade quarterback who basically, is trying to learn from the great. This movie is by far better than what people have said. Okay, listen to a few of the reviews that I've actually seen, and this is from verified audiences from Rotten Tomatoes. One guy basically said the movie is predictable and not appealing. Don't see how he understands that. This is from Hal, who is a verified viewer. Also, another person said, I gave it 1 star because it is a movie, but this was not a good movie, period, the end. You're not giving any type of discussion, type of footnotes, anything that they could have done better. Very surface level ratings from a lot of people in regards to that. But then on top of it, you have other people that actually said certain things like, love the ending, didn't expect it. It was very inspiring movie. Okay. I like the movie. This movie deserves better ratings. Again, I totally agree. Marlon Wayans definitely showed himself in a totally different light. Okay, we've seen Marlon Wayans play sports movies before. Okay, we've seen him play in Above the Rim, as the friend of the main character who's trying to get close to Tupac and stuff like that. We've seen Marlon Wayans play some dark roles before, but we're used to the comedic, comedy-driven. Of course, he's in the Wayans family, who is full of comedians and different stars and stuff like that. But this guy has hit a totally different level. When you look at Marlon Wayans in this movie and you see how he portrays this person, if you will, this quarterback or the GOAT, as you see him delve into this dark place and really, I mean, it's not what he says, but more so the mannerisms in the way that he does these things, in the way that he, I can't explain it, because I'm telling you, this movie is by far one of the best movies of this year. I'm going to show you guys really quickly, let you listen into what it is that this man said to this guy, just in this sequence.
Strangers, because your father didn't love you. This ain't no game. This ain't no game, man. This is everything. You are not your father. Does Cameron Cade want this? Yes, I want this. Then what are you willing to sacrifice? Everything!
Willing to sacrifice. I wrote it down. I'm sorry. I had to write it down because don't think that as a football player, I never heard that phrase, okay? Marlon Wayans isn't the first person to actually say that, but the way that he said it and the way that it was presented on this movie was completely dark, and I didn't get it like that. But yeah, as a football player, if you plan on getting to whatever level that you're not on, because of course the ultimate level is the professional realm, but they oftentimes ask you, what are you willing to sacrifice? This movie is more relatable to a lot of different people, depending upon your level, you dig, of either sports or football or just in any realm of life. What are you willing to sacrifice, right? What are you willing to sacrifice? I know what it is like, first of all, to just train. You know, I remember going into my college, I think my freshman year of college, and of course going to a different level. First of all, I had coaches telling me my level of pain had to rise up. Don't know how to do that, but they basically said what I allowed to be painful or to hurt or whatever it is that would stop me from doing whatever it is that I needed to do to get the win. I had to basically rise my levels up. Of course, I've had coaches say, hey, what are you willing to sacrifice? You have to give it all, give it your all on this field. This movie is so dark, and in the way that Marlon Wayans portrays this, again, I give it 5 tomatoes or 5 stars, whatever the ratings are. I feel as though this movie does not get enough justice. Go watch this movie. Marlon Wayans definitely deserves an Academy Award. He deserves something because this guy hit a totally new level. We were able to see somebody that, again, transcended who he really is, and he almost seemed like a method actor. You dig? Method actors, they oftentimes go into different dark places in order to be the person that they're asked to portray. Again, Marlon Wayans knocked this out of the park. And then shout out to my frat brother, Tariq Withers. Didn't know, first of all, that he played at Florida State. Major shout out. So this was an easy sell. And then on top of that, yeah, the young man plays Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. So major shouts out to him because, again, this movie by far one of the best movies this year. Go and see him because, I mean, it's in the name. It makes sense. I mean, you really can relate to it. Even the opening scene. The opening scene definitely it definitely showed that everybody at some level in their life have sat around the TV on Super Bowl Sunday with their family. You're decked out in your garb, or if you're supporting your team, you're wearing your stuff or whatnot. And everybody can relate sitting there watching their favorite team and just shouting at the television like, yeah, go, whatever. Like, that's how it's supposed to be. You dig what I'm saying? They really did their homework. And those that don't necessarily believe that or don't think that this movie is what it is, I'm telling you right now, they are utterly mistaken. This movie by far gets a hand clap for me because that was what I feel as though this movie really was. Yeah, y'all get, yeah. Major hand claps for me, man, because again, this movie was awesome. This movie was awesome. Again, shouts out to Marlon Wayans. Shouts out to Tariq Withers, Jordan Peele. You know, you guys definitely did your thing. Hopefully, as things roll along, more people will get to see this movie. More people actually get to see it for themselves and really say, you know what? Despite what Rotten Tomatoes says, this movie is really good. And also the fashion. Hopefully, you know, because, you know, if you go to your favorite jersey shop or whatnot, you'll see Bobby Boucher's jersey. You'll see Forrest Gump's Alabama jersey. You'll see Boobie Miles' high school jersey and stuff like that. Now, Boobie Miles is an actual person. But the point is that there are a lot of football jerseys or whatnot that come from the likeness of movies. I'm sorry, but the saviors from this movie should definitely come out with a line of jerseys, a line of athletic wear. I like how that stuff was done. Again, from the rooter to the tutor, this movie by far was on point. But hey, you don't have to believe me. Go see it for yourself. My name is Walter Pollard. This is Alpha Male Sports. I'm signing out. Peace.